This is Shortcuts. Brief encounters, true stories, radio adventures, and found sound. Today, keeping faith.
I've had a lot of disappointments in my life, and so I was afraid of being hopeful, but I felt hopeful, but I didn't want to count on it.
I saw the anger slowly drain from the man's face. It was like I was witnessing a miracle.
In today's episode, 3 women explore how having faith has shaped and changed their lives. The first voice you're going to hear is Madinah Javed.
So this is the Qur'an that I've had since I was a kid, and I've always been learning from this Qur'an, and you can see like I've had to sellotape the sides of it because it's kind of falling apart. And even one of my teachers, like I saw her Qur'an and like all the pages are like falling out, so you can see it's really been used a lot. Each different letter will have different characteristics, so some might be light, some might be heavy, so there's actually like a lot of detail that's in the rules and about how you pronounce different things. Because I remember when I was in primary school, we'd have to play the recorder or we'd play the flute, and you know, it's just like anything else. If you want to become good at it, then you practice it, just like a musical instrument. This is Surah Duha, the morning brightness. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. By the morning brightness, and by the night when it grows still. وَالضُّحَى. Your Lord has not forsaken you, nor does he hate you. مَا وَدَّعَكَ رَبُّكَ وَمَا قَلَى. And the future will be better for you than the past. Your Lord is sure to give you so much that you will be well pleased. Did he not find you an orphan and shelter you? Find you lost and guide you? Find you in need and satisfy your need? So do not be harsh with the orphan, and do not chide the one who asks for help. وَأَمَّا السَّائِلَ فَلَا تَنْهَرْ وَأَمَّا بِنِعْمَةِ رَبِّكَ فَحَدِّثْ. Talk about the blessings of your Lord. صدق الله العظيم. I remember when I recited Qur'an in St Mary's Cathedral, I didn't know how people would respond, because obviously like it was my first time reciting in front of non-Muslims, and like I know that they're used to hymns and that's part of their tradition, but I didn't know how it would come across. And I remember I had finished my recitation and I sat down and I just felt so like drained because I'd given out so much energy in reciting, and I didn't know if people would like it, and I guess you have all these doubts. And then I remember afterwards it was so lovely because like many of the members of the congregation came up to me and said thank you, like that really reached my soul and my heart, and I was so profoundly touched. And these were Christians who were open to hearing from another faith tradition, because they call it like radical hospitality. So that evening I felt it was such a beautiful community feeling, like to come together with a Christian community. And that was the same cathedral that I went to nursery. My nursery was in the same hall next as part of the cathedral, so it really felt like quite a special place for me. It went online. I wasn't sure if I wanted it online, but I thought, oh, actually it was such a beautiful event, maybe we can just share it. And then there was lots of really lovely comments that were coming through, like this is such a wonderful thing to see, such a lovely sharing of traditions. But then it started to become like a lot of other negative comments, like how could this happen? Like how can a Muslim be reciting in a church? Like it's a completely different faith, completely different religion, they don't believe in the same things. And when people out there want to split people apart, I guess it just makes you want to work even stronger to bring people together. And having my friends like non-Muslim, Muslim of different faiths of no faith, just coming together like and learning from each other and supporting each other is so special because we're putting our humanity first, and we should all be like learning from each other, and that's what the Qur'an says. You're created into different tribes and people so that you come to know one another. So I don't know anyone else in the UK or in Scotland that is doing what I'm doing, reciting publicly. Women were always in that space from the very beginning, from the time of the Prophet, and they were always heard. And now there's been a shift, like to see that there is no women doing that now, it's abnormal. And even like if you go to Malaysia or Indonesia or some other countries, it's quite a normal part of their culture for women to be heard. The Qur'an is recited, it's always moving and it's flowing, and when we live our lives, it's dynamic and it's moving and it's flowing just like the Qur'an. We should always be doing things, and women are a part of that. So the light, 351. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Allahu nurus samawati wal ard. مثل نوره كمشكاة فيها مصباح المصباح في زجاجة. God is the light of the heavens and earth. His light is like this. The lamp inside a glass. There is a niche, and in it a lamp. A glass like a glittering star, fueled from a blessed olive tree, from neither east nor west, whose oil almost gives light, even when no fire touches it. Light upon light, God guides whoever He will to His light. God draws such comparisons for people. God has full knowledge of everything. نور على نور يهدي الله لنوره من يشاء ويضرب الله الأمثال للناس والله بكل شيء عليم.
Madinah Javed was speaking to one of our producers, Alia Qasim. Madinah has given Quranic recitations at the British Museum and the Scottish Parliament as a way for more people to hear the female spiritual voice in Islam. It feels really special for me to hear the recitation. What a beautiful moment to take you away from the everyday.